look at all these rumors. You look at what took place yesterday. I mean, it was a frenzy. What's your thoughts, Rav? What's your thoughts?
I just think it's just a lot of people wanting to be the first person to break the story.
To break false.
So they're hearing, like you said, like the song rumors. They're hearing rumors like there was supposed to be a meeting with all the regents or whatever. So then they automatically think, oh well, regents must be meeting, they must be approving a new contract for the coach, not knowing that there was no meeting of any regents. They said, so it's funny, but we kind of knew, once we got to this point of the year that this might happen. It was just crazy that yesterday was like the day where it was like everybody was coming out with a new story. It seemed like every half an hour or so. So it was pretty wild. It was fun.
What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I just think it's one of those things that's, look, it's pressure, man. I mean, we don't, have a full-time coach. Mickey's doing a good job as an intern. Everybody wants to know. Everybody kind of, we got 4 games left, and still reality, we can get to 6 wins and get to a bowl game, and everybody's worried about what's next. And then you're going to, if they named a coach today, then what are you going to do? Just erase the rest of the season? Part of the reason why you put Mickey as the interim head coach, you felt it gives the kids the best chance to finish out the season, right, with actually getting coached and all this other stuff. And that's what reality has been, right? He's 2-2. I mean, I don't really count the Oklahoma game, so it's just 2-2. So, from that perspective, it was, who knows, if there was a meeting on the books or off the books, I'm sure they have, I would be very surprised, to be honest with you. I don't know enough about it, but I'm assuming if it's truly all call to the regents, it has to be some sort of public record. I do not know. I'm just assuming, but I also would assume by now there's probably had to been some conversation. You're not just going to just go dark and hey, we got a meeting here, make a decision in an hour. It's not, so I'm sure they're working through the process of whatever they're trying to do. Nobody knows except for the guys that, or gals or whoever's going to make the decision, and then everybody will know in due time. I mean, for the people that want to be first, that's great,
But you know what, Jay? Here's my problem with being first, though. First, but you better be factual.
Or right, or know what you're talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I have a problem with people that want to just bust out with the news and say, well, we're first. Well, I get that. Right. Because everyone wants to say, I got an inside track to this, inside track to that. Right. First is fine, but you better be factual.
Right.
And there was a lot of folks on Twitter. We're looking at this yesterday just going, what are you talking about? Folks, here's kind of our I would say, I'm not saying a warning, but I would say something to just be aware of. Twitter is not the end all.
No, none of them are.
No.
None of them are, yeah.
There are so many. Raph, are you surprised?
Oh, great. You guys ruined my whole day now. Jeez.
Everything you read is not true. Rico and I think, Nick, we're talking about it yesterday. They put together an account, a false account, a couple years ago, and was just trolling people just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And just seeing how people respond.
Yeah.
And it's like, folks, we will know. You will know when Jeff says something.
Yeah, when there's due time. And then all the people that want to, be on there, you'll have plenty of content, because then you'll be able to go and try to then, whoever the coach is, you'll be able to talk about him, for days and weeks on end.
Right.
And then once they start hiring their staff or whatever they need to do, you do that. Then you have recruiting, and then you have the transfer portal. So don't worry, you'll be plenty busy. You have plenty of stuff to talk about and plenty of rumors. You'll be able to get on the little flight tracker or the private jet tracker or whatever they do and talk about. They've seen somebody at Hy-Vee.